Yo, what's up, my guys? Who just bring you guys another video. And the question that we're asking today is cyberpunk still worth the hype? Now, I know a lot of people is probably gonna click on this video because of this damn title, and I'm here to inform y'all that my personal opinion on cyberpunk as of right now, hell yeah, it's still worth the hype. Duh. But we're gonna dig into this the demo because they just released a video, or I guess it's a tech demo video of 48 minutes long. Now, I'm not going to play the whole video. I'm only going to play snippets of it. But, yo, we have got a lot of information. More than I was expecting. Because, if you've been following this game as long as I have, this game has been really on the shy side. The shy side? That's a really complicated word to say. Shy side. Of just not telling people anything. Like, it was just very vague. And out of nowhere, out of the blue, apparently this was a video that we got at E3 behind closed doors, but now it's released to the public, so now we get to watch it. A 48-minute long video. Now, if you have not seen it, I will hopefully I don't forget and post a link down below to the official YouTube channel of Cyberpunk, and you can watch the whole 48 long minute demo. But this is kind of the major snippets from this game. Now, first impressions, honestly, man, I got a full-on Deus Ex boner with this game. Like, no lie, this is probably what I got. And that's a good, that's most definitely a good thing. I love Deus Ex. It's one of my favorite titles, favorite games. I've actually played it, the first game, like a few years ago, which, if you know, the game came out a long time ago, and it's still one of my favorite games I've ever played. I never quite finished the second one because I don't know. Honestly, I guess I kind of lost interest in it, but it still was a great game while I was playing it. But it did have its moments. Now, with this game, it looks like a super redefined version of that game. I think it's the game I really wanted, of just I don't know what we are. I believe we're just job hunters. You know what I mean? But like, I'm digging it. I'm actually digging. Like, I'm willing to do anything for a job type stuff and move along the ranks. So the first impressions, I guess, is what y'all want to hear, because I can't do a review because I haven't played it, and this is a demo, so we got to be really cautious. And that's something that we got to pay attention to, man. This is a demo, so let's be critical about what we're watching right now, because as you see it up there below, working in progress does not represent the final look of the game. Meaning, you see that look of the game, that the graphics that we're seeing right now could get better or worse. Now, it was something that was interesting. When the guy died who was pushing out like the Walmart basket, his animation was pretty specific on that person, but everybody else who's dying is kind of dying like willy-nilly. And another thing right here is you can see a structured environment, something that's really big in this game as well, meaning that your way of combat has to be really tactical on what you choose and how you go about actually going about situations. For instance, you see here, they tried shooting to the wall. You was doing damage, but it wasn't good enough. They was like, you know what? Fuck it. That's a window right there. Let me hop my happy ass over here, climb through the window, mosey my ass over here. Whoa, damn, guess who I see? Bah, 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 suppressor fire, and full off Goldberg spear. And punch, and he's dead. And your partner got a brand new gun. Now, that was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty unique how they kind of took the structured environment and improvising and using your team as a buddy system. Now, this right here, you know how I got the Deus Ex feel? This gave me a full-on Ghost in the Shell feel. If y'all never watched the anime Ghost in the Shell, this is what I got. The whole linking up with other people with a wire was something of like the Matrix Ghost in the Shell type stuff. And I think I imagine Ghost in the Shell because you have a badass chick lead as of right now. Even though she is a creative character, she's a chick lead who's pretty badass. And I mean, you get all her information right through her fucking head. So this tells me right away that cybernetics and augmentation is kind of the norm in this day of age. It's, 77 years in the future. So not 77 years in the future, but the year 2077. So I guess we have made more advancements to the point where augmentation and all this good stuff is all the normal. Now, the one thing they was really stressing on this game is how like your decisions have a deeper impact, and I'm gonna get to that a little bit later off in the video. But as of right now, as you can see, they're trying to make sure this chick doesn't die, so they're getting her vitals and whatever. She's pretty much, I don't know how she got into this situation, nor do I even care, and they don't really care. This is doing a job, so their point is to make sure she stays alive long enough so they can get paid. So doing that, anything's possible. You have to kind of take drastic measures. So you know what you do is you stick a fucking EpiPen in her fucking chest. Bang. And that's it. That stabilizes her, and that's cool too. But to treat the boobies, you see the actual mark where it left. Now, a lot of games I know one, they wouldn't put titties, but this is Project where we're talking about Witcher, who have the most legendary sex scenes ever in any video game, and two, they pay attention to fine details. And this is something interesting too, like the whole government, because right here it is a it's technically like a gun for a hire ambulance, which is a really unique twist. I mean, they was dicks. I mean, they was put it down, step 5 steps back, and fucking shut me away before I even had a chance to even take 5 steps back. I mean, damn. But like I said, it's all about being paid, so at this point it doesn't really matter because you're doing this for a hire. There's no personal shit within this. You just want to get paid. Now, gameplay, I guess it's something I want us to touch on as well. It looks fluent. It looks pretty fluent as much as a first-person shooter goes. Now, I haven't played too many Project Red games. I only just Witcher 2 and 3, and that's it. So I'm used to the swordplay type of stuff. Now, with this one, I kind of did a little time skip, as you can see. How we're kind of going into like the interaction of NPCs in this game, and how it's so fluent of a game, and how beautiful the game works, how they interact with you, how they're walking around you, how these two guys in the corner trying to press religion on people. That's cool. I think that's really awesome. It gives the world a different dynamic. Even looking at the world, it's just like, man, me personally gave me such a yo, I want to go in every single one of these buildings and ravage everything type shit. And they really want to make it feel like, hey, this is a big world. We want you to go explore. But the thing is about this game that really, well, I'm gonna kind of dig in that later because I keep saying that. You know, it's just the fact that your decisions really have a deeper impact. Now, right here, since our character got done actually finishing the mission, it was able to unlock the attention of Dexter or Dex or whatever the fuck his name is. I'm gonna call him African Bombada in the Zulu Nation. Because low-key, I'm black, I can say that type of shit, but yo, I promise you I've seen this dude looking like African Bombada from the Zulu Nation. But anyway, man, this is something that was pretty cool. So like at this point we call attention to somebody else. Negotiation is something in this game that's really big. See, those are the religious guys again. I guess they're monks. Another thing is he's had a Cadillac, you know, so that makes me wonder how much product placement is in this game. I'm pretty sure it's not a Cadillac. And two, if that was a Cadillac in 2007, that was a big ass step back, unless they just like retrofitted everything in this car. But we caught attention of this guy right here. He's probably, I'm guessing he's a big dog in the industry. Everybody knows him, so we're trying to get missions to get higher up in whatever we're trying to complete in this game. Now, I like this a lot, you know, and especially when it comes to dialogue right here. There's multiple dialogues. Normally, like as I'm seeing, it's around 2 to 4 different dialogue slots, but you can choose from, and I'm guessing depending on the situation of how we're taking it will be the result we will get. Dude, I'm digging this dude Michael Jackson jacket, by the way. Here he offered us some drugs. That makes me wonder. Well, sorry, that's not drugs. I'm sorry. I'm digging too far ahead in the demo, but sorry. Anyway, and this I kind of skipped a little bit ahead as well, man. So at this part right here, we got the upgrade abilities in this game. So right now we're getting upgrades because we were supposed to make a meeting with Doc or Vic, I think that's his name, and we was trying to get upgrades. Now, as you can see right here, we're purchasing a kind of a scanner for our eye, and we have multiple sources to kind of go about doing these upgrades. Now, in this mission in particular, that eye came in super handy. Now, I don't know it was actually, recommended we get it, or it was like, hey, you need to get this type stuff. But the way they make it seem in this game is like, hey, you can do a lot of different things. This going off the record or keeping on the record will have dire consequences. So you need to pay attention on what you do and how you do it. Because if you was to, let's say theoretically, we do a mission and the mission calls us to kill everybody. We don't kill everybody apparently, and we leave the mission. The guys we didn't kill recognize us later on in the game, which kind of happens in here, and they decide to come after and kill us. But instead of killing us like a one-on-one or ambush, they decide to try to kill us in a mission that we're already taking part of that is separate from that mission. So them messing up that mission can theoretically mess up the mission that we're doing now and mess up both reputations for the mission. That's the way I kind of got the proceeding of how this game is going to kind of work. Now, is it going to work like that? Probably not, honestly. I don't think it is. I don't think it's that damn deep. But those consequences does have a deep impact, and they said it's a ripple effect throughout the game. So directly, that's kind of how things is going to kind of work. Like you see right now, our main protagonist has got the eye upgrades or the Charlene gun or some type of shit, so we can kind of see and read people emotions, sensors, and their pretty much whole. I'm guessing what they have on them. Like right now, we're reading what he's like resistant to, his threat level, probably how much he makes, some Watchdog 2 type stuff. But yeah, we're getting a whole different dynamic. Dude, your hands are like, what? I didn't realize her hand was like that. That's pretty dope. Now that makes me wonder how much how arced are we? Like, how much augmentation do we have on our character, and what's the drawbacks to getting these upgrades? Is it just a straight positive, or are we losing part of our humanity? Like, the questions that I'm asking is like, yo, like, it's a lot of stuff is happening right now, and I wonder what's the cause and effect. And this drug we're taking right now is really crazy too, because in the first part of the game, it gave us like superhuman speed. Same thing with this. Remember, when you take drugs, this is drawback. Do you get what's the word I'm looking for? Like, do you relapse from taking those drugs? Is it going to slow you down overall? Is your health's going to go down? The more you take it, the more you get immune to it. What effects do we take from taking this drug? Is it just a straight up positive, or is it negative that comes with it? And I'm hoping there's a negative that comes with it, because I don't want to have like superhuman speed all the time and to spam the money on just like going damn near Sonic, gotta go fast, and start shooting people up. Now, same thing with our other character, Jackie or Jack, or where you want us to call him. I'm guessing he must be part of the main story, or is he like an optional character you pick up? How would this work out? Will he stay your companion forever? Do you get more companions as you go on? Can you betray Jackie? Will Jackie betray you? This is the questions I'm asking. Now, this is the part where I was talking about. Damn, it's a nice ass car right there. This is the part right here where we did the first mission. Apparently, look at the advertisement on the street. That's really cool. I'm actually realizing more and more shit every time I watch this game. He was just kind of like peeping out the car, because I'm guessing he recognized it. Now, who knows how we came into the building? Who knows? Like, did we get too close to the building? Did they recognize us? So, he may have recognized the car from the camera, or we might not killed everybody. Who knows? Things happen. By the way, this car reminded me so much of a fucking DeLorean. It wasn't funny. I think everybody kind of got that vibe that this was like a DeLorean type car. But I think that's really cool, man. Because like I said, I haven't seen Project Red do anything, especially when it comes to driving first person shooters and this type of world creation. So this is really crazy to me. How vastly different this is from the Witcher series. I mean, these are the guys that made the Witcher series. Now, as you see right now, we're starting to get attacked by the guys that we shot at before.
That's anything like before. We kind of got we was driving, right, and now we're not driving. Is I don't remember, did Jackie take the wheel, or is it all like automated and like, I mean, it's autonomous driving where the car is driving us? Who knows? Who honestly knows? As you see, like, we popped the tire, they end up crashing. No, don't know if that was a synchronous event that was supposed to happen, or we caused that event to happen. Because like I said, right now we're in the demo, so we really can't do much. Now, I did another time skip past a lot of different shit. It was, I kind of wish I wouldn't have, but fuck it. So right now, this is kind of part of the mission. I'm kind of a feature I got. I mean, honestly, if you want to watch the demo, you can watch the demo, but you kind of know where we at if y'all would have watched it. As of right now, we're doing a trade. Well, we're trying to acquire some certain equipment from a certain corporate agent. Then again, we're taking more drugs. You see, like, and the way they're taking it, I mean, they look like junkies. You feel me? So, like, what is the new? I don't know. I'm just like, man, like, it must be some negative effect by taking these fucking drugs. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing fully positive about taking this shit. Now, this thing right here, I thought was pretty cool. Very Ghost in the Shell as well. This is why I really got that vibe from this like spider autonomous thing where you can control. Now, it's on a smaller scale, of course, but it can go like Ghost in the Shell invisible. It has guns. It can go on walls. You can control it with your mind, and I thought that thing was really dope. Honestly, I was really hoping that we had a chance to actually play with it in the demo, but we didn't get a chance to do it. So, I mean, I'm almost positive that's in the game. I mean, it looks pretty badass to not be in the game. It's just, it doesn't. I mean, so I'm guessing it's going to be in the game later on, because we technically did buy it. We just kind of like, whatever. Now, this part right here is pretty interesting as well. So, since we got the chips from the corporate agent, well, I keep calling them the chips, the money, the credit, or whatever we're calling it in this game. Since we got the credits from this game, it was $50K for the robot. Now, they didn't trust us initially, and nor should you, because, I mean, hell, you're buying illegal shit and we don't know who the fuck you are. You draw your weapon, well, bam, and you go into a Mexican standoff. So at this point, it's not really a hostile standoff, which is interesting. It's like the bad guy type standoff you see in movies. It's like, hey, we're gonna take this, you take that, we on our way, goodbye type shit. Now think about it. And in the game, we had an option to screw over the agent, but the chip in this game actually was a ransomware, which actually ended up hacking into their, I guess, base, and end up fucking up shit. So imagine if we did not. Imagine if we just took the chips. I mean, we got screwed over anyway, but just imagine if we would have took the chips and just ran off with it. You know what I mean? What consequences would we have from them? We would have been in bad with him, and we would have been in bad with the agent. Or what happened if we was to double cross the agent, be like, hey, they gave us these chips, but we know who trying to kill you. Give us the robot, and we will give you the information about whatever. How would that work out? Would that just put the corporation on us on the bad side permanently? Who knows? But anyway, I want to talk about something a little bit different. I kind of just been talking about the damn demo. So the real question, like I asked before, is this game is worth the hype? Honestly, I can honestly say I'm hoping that it is. Because we're in, never mind, a lot. We do get to use the fucking robot shit. So we have seen a lot of multiplayer games take the lead in recent years, which is not a bad thing. But as I get older, and I realize I probably a lot of other people who was my age who game from a lower age all the way up, a lot of us is not really in the competitive scene anymore. Like, I used to be super competitive back in the day. I'm talking about like staying up all night and day, besieging, trying to get to Besiege 10 with all my weapons, diamond and whatever shit that was happening at that time period. But I'm not that competitive anymore. And honestly, when I was coming up around the 360 era,
I'm almost positive that it was more single player driven games than multiplayer. And now it's kind of the opposite. You're seeing more multiplayer games than single player. And that could be a slight problem with this game, because we have a lot of games that's coming out that is multiplayer experience, and that's what a lot of people like to do. And as you can see from Fortnite, which is still fucking funny, this game is still in the beta, but we're on like season 4 or 5. Like we're seasons into this game, and and it's still in a beta. And they have made the most money from any beta in history. Let alone they made almost the most money of any game, period, without even releasing a official game yet. Who knows if this game will ever going to be released? You know what I mean? But it's just to show you like how big multiplayer has gotten over the years. And so when you come up with a game, it seems like it's more dumbly, independently, a single player experience. How many people is really going to go out and buy this game? Now, my hope for this game, and it hasn't been confirmed on how they're going to kind of keep it. I really hope they keep this game alive for as long as possible. I want to see this game does a Fallout type way where it expands onto the environment and world, but it actually expands onto the environment and world that really, that keeps the game fresh and alive. As we've seen from Rainbow Six Siege, you can have a game that is technically older, but still do really great if you just keep the content going and alive. And that's what they're trying to build off of, that one game. And one, is cheaper going that route, and two, it keeps your fans happy because they don't got to keep paying for other shit. Now, it is Ubisoft we're talking about here, so they did try to goof up, later off, and it was like, hey, you could buy this, whatever, and people was like, nah, we're not doing that. But if y'all know the story, y'all can most definitely look it up. The point I'm trying to get at is that this is pretty cool, by the way. I really hope this game does really well, because I love single player games, and the fact that Call of Duty is not doing single player anymore really does make me scared for this industry. I think there are really great game developers out there who makes great single player games, but now are starting to take a back seat because the investors want to see multiplayer games with microtransactions. And that's something that I'm not a big fan of. I don't like microtransactions at all. It doesn't serve anything to the community that's really great. But at the same time, I don't want to see single player go away. I mean, I love seeing the tales and the experience and how this game. By the way, that dude died while still talking, and his head was completely blown off. I just something that I seen in this. That's something that I kind of spotted out, off of this game. But anyway, I'm gonna kind of wrap this thing up as quick as possible. Is the game worth the hype? Yes, I think it's most definitely still worth the hype. I think it's still worth going after, and I'm happy that they released a fucking 48-minute long trailer. But at the same time, I hope this game come out faster than sooner than later, because I really want to play this game. But I'm not gonna rush it. They should take their time and perfect this game as much as possible, because this is a demo, so don't get too hyped because it could change. But like I said, I just hope this game does really well, honestly. Anyway, man, I talked for damn near 23 minutes without a break. I hope y'all guys enjoyed the video. Other than that, man, stay subscribed. I'm gonna make more content as we go on. I know I've been kind of out on a hiatus because of school. All the scorpion arms that we're seeing in the fucking pictures and shit, that was pretty cool. Mantis arms, I guess that's not scorpion arms. Mantis arms we're seeing later. I'll be making more videos as time go along, and I'll hopefully get more quality content. Right now, I'm kind of recording everything from a fucking iPhone, which is hella difficult if you can imagine, doing all this shit, video editing, talking. It's not easy compared to having a laptop. But I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna keep it going. I hope y'all guys like the content. Other than that, guys, I'm Logician, and I am out. Peace.